Okay, I did it. The purge is complete of the Shadenhall Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. If I really wanted to get out of this group now, I have only one contact left, Lucien Lachance. Though I am curious as to these dead drop assignments he's now given me. This first assassination is quite a good one. A necromancer who is trying to become a lich. I'm quite happy to eliminate targets like that, and will always be available to kill those quite deserving of it. I seem to get obvious bad people to assassinate, and then I get people whom I have no idea why they are to be killed. A spurned lover? Someone owes them septums that can never be repaid? An old man who always looked at someone the wrong way? Who knows? And perhaps it's better for me to not know. But truth be told, this Dark Brotherhood thing is fun and all, but there are more important things going on in Cyrodiil at the moment. The Mages Guild does need my help against the Necromancers under the leadership of the King of Worms. This is the only other guild that I'm a member of that I genuinely care for. After that last old ruined fort, where the mages took the Bloodworm Helm in order to hide it away, only to be found out and killed, tells me that the Mages Guild are not in good shape. If the King of Worms isn't stopped soon, then there might not be a Mages Guild to be a part of. The Imperial Legion is spread out throughout Tamriel trying to keep order, and may not be able to deal with this new threat. So, once again, it is up to the champion of Cyrodiil to save the day. Alright, well, we just went to Fort Telemann. Now I'm going to kill a Lich, if I can survive it. So, first dead drop from Lucien Lachance. I have to go find... was this cave? It's to the northeast of here? Leaf Rot Cave, and kill a necromancer who has begun the process of transforming himself into a lich. His name is Celadane? Celadane. Actually, that's not a bad name. Celadane. I'm sure he's an Altmer. The name and what he's trying to do. Sounds too Altmerish not to be. You never know. Doesn't sound like a Breton name. The weather's been good. It's given me exactly what I want. Nice, sunny days. It's still a little cool down here because it's, winter time, but it's warmer down here than it is in the north, or even around the Imperial City. A bit humid because basically this is what Black Marsh. Well, Black Marsh is probably even more swampy and boggy. Watch out where you go there. You'll fall into something that's so deep that can swallow two horses stacked on top of each other. Oh, this is very steep. Alright, Shadowmere, we can do this. You are a very tough horse, I think. What about the white one, too? Elizabeth is supposed to be tough. What's that? I don't even know what that was.
When I was staying in Skingrad, Graham Broder was kind enough to teach me a few things about marksmanship. Maybe he could teach you too?
I'm not interested in marksmanship. That's your thing, though, yeah? Magic is mine. I found a camp. It looked like somebody ran away from it. They were running really oddly. Alright, so we have to make our way across the Panther River. Or we could just keep riding around, but I'm sure it'll be okay. It's actually pretty narrow, just very steep to go up. It's not so steep there. I see Nern route as well. Oh, this is who I saw. Okay, Shadowmere.
You don't scare me.
I've got two animals protecting me. Really stupid bandit. Probably thought, well, I've got mithril armor and a glass battle axe. I can take out anybody. Oh. Shadowmere, you've become a little injured. That's not where I'm supposed to go, is it? It is a cave. Or a mine? I don't know what it is. Shadowmere, you're getting a little injured. The last thing I want, because you keep fighting, the last thing I want is for you to die. eyes. So strange. You see that in albinos, red eyes, albino creatures, and some human types. But on a horse, I don't think I've ever seen a black horse with red eyes. It does give there's a wisp down there. This horse gives off a feeling of, I mean, I'm not scared, but it just, I don't know how to describe it. A little, aggressive. It gives off an aggressive vibe to me. Okay, so I don't want to get hit coming out of the water from that stupid thing. It's not where I need to go anyways. This way. I know there's Nernroot over there. I don't have to collect them all. Ugh.
I am sure the pitcher plant acid would have a lot of uses if we put our minds to it.
The pitcher plant basin? Water uses? Well, maybe. This water is cold. The swamp water was not anywhere near this cold. Ducks. Please don't dismount to kill the mud crab. Still a waste of time. Oh, I made it across the Panther River. Oh, an imp. Don't really care for it, though. When I first came out of prison, when I had practically nothing, then yes, maybe. But not now. Is this it? There are strange groove marks on the ground. I see that a lot. Does that mean there's more undead here? Well, he is trying to become a Lich, right? So, here, Nernroot. Water. Is this connected to the Panther River? No. I don't think so. My map. No, it's just a little pond. Actually, not as cold as the Panther River. It's so cold. Leaf Rot Cave. Wow, that wind. I actually find that kind of disturbing. I don't want the ceiling to collapse on me. There's a lot of, it just feels pressurized in here.
Way too many questions.
Oh, one of you, huh? Where are you going? It's right here. That's it. I'm gonna try to take the soul. I missed. Ah. I did miss.
You made a big mistake.
Hey. Stay on this side, please. Path of Transcendence. Probably should read that. Art of War Magic. Novice Olympic. You're not going to create many good things with this equipment. Path of Transcendence. Entry 1. My initial findings may have been inconclusive, but they set me on the path I will pursue until I achieve my goal, or lie rotting in this cave. Either outcome will be a welcome respite from the days and nights I've spent toiling without food, water, or any kind of companionship. Is this part of the process just to not eat anymore or drink? A lesser mage would have fallen prey to madness by now, I'm sure of it. But I am not a lesser mage. Though they try in earnest, though their hearts and minds are true to the teachings of our great sovereign, my fellow necromancers lack the complete dedication required to achieve that ultimate of goals, the state of lichdom. Not even Falcar himself can match my sheer idiocy, tenacity, my unwillingness to accept failure on any level. That is why I, Celadane, will soon join the ranks of the Worm Eremites, those servants favored by our sovereign above all others. He must be talking about the King of Worms. Well, it's good I'm here to kill him, then. This one I would gladly do. I will sit with honor and obedience at his right hand while those fools in the Mages Guild grovel at my maggot-ridden feet. Oh, I am itching to kill this man. This Myrrh. Pretty much guaranteed he's an Altmer. Entry 2. Even the most pedestrian peasant fairy tale has long held that a lich must somehow remain bound to his soul, and that connection most commonly manifests itself as a transference of the spirit into an actual physical object. An urn. A sarcophagus? A crystal phial? One Khajiit fairy tale even tells of a lich who... Wait, so... An urn, a sarcophagus, a crystal phial. So you've transferred your soul into one of those, and I guess you control your dead body? How many more pages is this? Quite a few. Alright. So, the Khajiit fairy tale even tells of a lich who preserved his spirit in the severed head of a wood elf infant? Oh no, that's actually one of the weirdest, most unnerving things I've ever heard of. And these same peasants long comforted themselves with the belief that if they ever had the grave misfortune of facing a lich, they would need only find the vessel containing his spirit form and then destroy it, thus destroying the lich himself. Fools in their folklore. True liches possess no such weakness. Can one of the sovereign's worm eremites be bested by shattering a glass vase? The very notion is so absurd as to be comical. Yes, a necromancer must transfer his soul into a physical vessel, but once that transference is complete, once the necromancer has fully metamorphized into his lich form, the vessel is inconsequential. But it's the process of this transference itself that has eluded me for so long. My soul remains bound to my earthly body, and nothing I have attempted has allowed me to free myself of this mortal coil and transcend to the state of lichdom I so dearly desire. So it remains bound in his body, okay. Well, but maybe there's a way to... Maybe there's a way to do something about that, then. Entry 3. Every tome I have acquired, the volumes upon volumes of necromantic discourse, all useless. I have grown disgusted by the years of wasted life that have been poured into these so-called essential writings. Who in their right mind would ever wish to animate a month-dead cyrodiilic butterfly, or bring life to the rotting husk of a rare albino mud crab? There's albino mud crabs? I was just talking about albinos. How many months have I wasted away in this cave, and for what reason? Ah, yes, I know. I will resurrect an army of deformed goblin younglings and march on the white gold tower itself. This person's completely lost his mind. That at least is my reach. Is in my reach, really. My mind has become a cesspool of necromantic waste, where reject spells and rituals compete for the honor of finally driving me completely insane. Well, it's showing. And still, I am no closer to achieving my goal than I was when I first began this process. Am I losing faith in myself? In my discipline? Perhaps I have been studying too hard. Many a night I have sacrificed my prayers to our sovereign for one more experiment, one more incantation. What I need now is rest. Rest and a state of tranquility, so that I may commune with our sovereign and repledge my loyalty and devotion. For what answer will I find in some crumbling codex that could be supplied by our great sovereign himself? Entry 4. The secret is mine. So long I have searched, so hard, I toiled, but I was a fool. I was right to forego my studies for a more ardent devotion to prayer. Last night, as I sat in the throes of meditation, our great sovereign did come to me. He passed to me the knowledge I have sought for so long. The secrets of transcendence were even more complex and arcane than even I could have imagined, and I will never transcribe them into any written work. Indeed, they have never been recorded. All my months of solitude were for naught, as the secret I so desperately sought could only be obtained through direct communication with with our great sovereign himself. Soon I will walk the earth as a worm eremite. Yeah, it would have to be eremite, not eremite. Eremite? Oh, it could be eremite, but eremite sounds better. Serving the sovereign in a state of endless undeath. Yes, because that sounds like such a fun existence. Entry 5. Through the sacrifice of many innocents, the resurrection of many servants to aid me in my tasks, and the tireless performance of a nearly week-long ritual, I have completed construction of the Sands of Resolve. The transcendence to full lichdom will not be immediate, however. The vessel has been crafted, but my energy force, my soul must be fully transferred into it. Not even our sovereign was quite certain how long this process would take, as it varies from the Necromancer to the next, based on many factors, both physical and spiritual. One thing, however, is certain. This hourglass must never leave my possession until the transference is complete. I grow more powerful every day, but in truth, am more vulnerable than I've ever been. If something were to happen to the sands of resolve, if the hourglass should somehow leave my person, the connection between soul and vessel would be severed. To think that my work, my life, could be eradicated so easily after I've come so close to success is almost more than I can bear. So why would you write this down in a journal at the front of the cave? I have discovered the journal of the Necromancer Celadine. It appears he has used a magic hourglass called the Sands of Resolve to turn himself into a Lich and extend his life indefinitely. The process is not yet complete, however, and the hourglass must remain on Celadine's person for some time, as it contains his life force. If I could remove the Sands of Resolve from Celadine's possession, perhaps through pickpocketing, he would surely die. Well, I could do that. But see, the problem is, every time I enter a room, they all know that we're there because of my companions. However, if I get in a fight, all alone, I could be in a lot of trouble. Alright, Vilya, listen. Wolfgang. Follow Vilya. And Vilya...
I'm tired of this place. Let's go somewhere else.
You know what, I'm not going to tell you to go home, but I'm going to tell you to stay here. Wait right here, please.
Like standing guard, you mean? Sure. I'll be right here. Just, hurry back, will you?
Okay, well, this is not a Fighters Guild quest. It's an assassination. And actually, one that I would take even if I wasn't part of the Dark Brotherhood. There's a bunch of more tunnels this way. So, let's put on my gear. Mind and body ring. Mundane ring. Let's put this on. Shrouded armor, shrouded hood. And just in case I need it, let's put a poison on. Alright. The fool wrote out all his weaknesses. Gold diamond ring. That really was stupid. The Art of War Magic. By Zurin Arctus. Oh, that's quick. Let's just read it. With commentary by other learned masters. Chapter 3. Dispositions. Master Arctus said, 1. The moment to prepare your offense is the moment the enemy becomes vulnerable to attack. Laris Shale. Knowledge of the enemy's mage's mind is of the foremost importance. Once you know his mind, you will know his weaknesses. Wow, that's very fitting for what I'm doing now. Sedmar. Master Arctus advised Tiber Septim before the Battle of the Five Bridges not to commit his reserves until the enemy was victorious. Tiber Septim said, if the enemy is already victorious, what use committing the reserve? To which Master Arctus replied, only in victory will the enemy be vulnerable to defeat. Tiber Septim went on to rout an enemy army twice the size of his. Yes, I remember that. I read that a few times growing up. The enemy's, number 2, the enemy's vulnerability may be his strongest point. Your weakness may enable you to strike the decisive blow. Oh, that's odd. Let's see what the story is. Merandro In the wars between the Nords and the Chimer, the Nord shamans invariably used their mastery of the winds to call down storms for battle to confuse and dismay the Chimer warriors. One day, a clever Chimer sorcerer conjured up an ice demon and commanded him to hide in the rocks near the rear of the Chimer army. When the Nords called down the storms as usual, the Chimer warriors began to waver. But the ice demon rose up as the storm struck, and the Chimer turned in fear from what they believed was a Nord demon and charged into the enemy line, less afraid of the storm than of the demon. The Nords, expecting the Chimer to flee as usual, were caught off guard when the Chimer attacked out of the midst of the storm. The Chimer were victorious that day. Well, that's interesting. When planning a campaign, take account of both the arcane and the mundane. The skillful battle mage ensures that they are in balance. A weight lifted by one hand is heavier than 2 weights lifted by both hands. 4. When the arcane and mundane are in balance, the army will move effortlessly like a swinging door on a well-oiled hinges. When they're out of balance, the army will be like a three-legged dog, with one leg always dragging in the dust. 5. Thus, when the army strikes a blow, it will be like a thunderclap out of a cloudless sky. The best victories are those unforeseen by the enemy, but obvious to everyone afterwards. Yeah, that's how it always works. You always hear, like, this army would never be able to defeat that army, as you read through history. And then it actually does. 6. The skillful battle mage ensures that the enemy is already defeated before the battle begins. A close-fought battle is to be avoided. The fortunes of war may turn aside the most powerful sorcery, and courage may undo the best-laid plans. Instead, win your victory ahead of time. When the enemy knows he is defeated before the battle begins, you may not need to fight. 7. Yeah, but how do you always accomplish that? There's always a different situation. I guess if you really put your head, or heads together, if you have advisors and or whatnot, that could help. 7. Victory in battle is only the least kind of victory. Victory without battle is the acme of skill. So says 6. 8. Conserving your power is another key to victory. Putting forth your strength to win a battle is no demonstration of skill. This is what we call tactics, the least form of the art of war magic. Thuladin dur Tharkon. By tactics, Master Arctis includes all the common battle magics. These are only the first steps in an understanding of war magic. Any hedge mage can burn up his enemies with fire. Destroying the enemy is the last resort of the skillful battle mage. 9. The battle is only a leaf on the tree. If a leaf falls, does the tree die? But when a branch is lopped off, the tree is weakened. When the trunk is girdled, the tree is doomed. 10. If you plan your dispositions well, your victories will seem easy, and you will win no acclaim. If you plan your dispositions poorly, your victories will seem difficult, and your fame will be widespread. Yeah, isn't that a bit of a... That's funny. Mirandro Sul. Those commonly believed to be the greatest practitioners of war magic are always those with the least skill. The true masters are not known to the multitude. You know what? I actually kind of think that people just come... The people in that book, especially Zoran Arctis, wrote down a bunch of philosophies that are... Maybe after studying the history of Tamriel and all the wars that have ever been fought, you can come to these conclusions, but applying these in any war, and to completely have that book used against your enemy, so that there is really no battle, or no war to be fought, and your enemy is defeated before you even fight them. You know, it just kind of sounds... It's just a bunch of showy words that really don't mean much. Yes, it would be nice to win before you have to fight. Anybody wants that. But achieving that is not exactly always feasible. In fact, it just seems kind of ridiculous to assume that you can do that in every case. What? Are you... Okay. Let's just kill it. This one is not weak. No, it didn't really hurt me. I want to hit some. Okay, so I kind of did that wrong. I should have just walked up and tried to pickpocket it. Greater soul gems. So we'll do that. Next Lich see, I'll try to pickpocket, but... Okay, so I think... I should return where I was. I was out of the way this way. Oddly, he has Liches standing guard for him. I guess go right back where I was. Dead rat. Where's this all go? I can't really see very much. Someone died there. There are fallen rock. Here's something ahead. Zombie. wraith. You know what, if I really don't want to be seen, I could actually walk right past them with this. I forgot about that. Ugh. Nothing here. Stinky, smelly zombie. A wraith. Alright, so where was... It was this way. For not to fight these zombies. There's a skeleton here. There's a chest. Septums. No, isn't that what I just did? Didn't even have to fight and I won because I got the gold. There you go. Hopefully I can pull off the same thing with this Lich, wherever it is. Alright, so this is going down another section. Don't hear anything. Wait, I do hear something. Very faint. Like a rat moving. This almost looks like they're trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood. That gold? Well, this is... Oh, there's somebody walking. That's what I heard. Is that him? Saladania's dead. I must pick up my reward. And next contract at the dead drop, located in Old Sack. Yes, that's right across from my house. Well, now that was... You know, I think joining the Thieves Guild has really, really helped me. Because I've had to learn how to sneak and pick my way through everything. Yeah, I was hearing him walk. I don't know why I was thinking it was one of those big rats. Well, he's doing rituals to become a Lich, and he's pouring his soul into the hourglass. I'm not sure what he would have done with it. Well, that was easy. Victory without a battle. Alright, Villia.
Tell me, how much money have you earned lately? I need a part of it for some personal expenses.
Oh, you can have as much as you want. Here, 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold? That's generous of you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Sure.
And Wolfgang. Let's go. What do I do with the hourglass, though? Sounds of resolve. I guess I could sell it, but I have no use for it. Anyways, I killed it. Can't get into his, what do they call those things again? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so it says, yeah, the hourglass. But there's a name for what he was trying to put into the hourglass. What the hourglass is. Oh, phylactery. I think that
Greetings.
I have to change. Hey, you should go mount your horse, Villia. They didn't use that terminology, but that's the old way of saying it. A phylactery. Usually they're made of glass, actually, now that I think of it. In my studies at the Arcane University, I did look into liches. So I've come across so many of them. Might as well know how they, not how they're created, but kind of what they do to create themselves. Alright, so we are out here in the middle of nowhere. And I guess I could always go up to, you know, Frostcrag, the portal, port myself there, and then go to Coral. And then, unfortunately though, it doesn't matter. I'll transfer, say, Shadenhall, Portal to Shadenhall, then go to Cortal from Shadenhall. That way at least I'll have my horse with me. Then we'll go down to Fort Ontus. Glad I have this ability. Makes getting around really fast. But perhaps we should rest. Yeah, it's getting late. Let's rest. He was up before I am. Okay, well, no matter where we go, as long as we can take the portal from where we go to Coral, a little early in the morning right now, to my favorite city in all of Cyrodiil. Careful. Let's find this dead drop. What if somebody saw him put it here, came and picked it up afterwards? Alright. What did it say exactly? Old sack hidden in the bushes beneath the great oak. Wait, yeah, this is the great oak. The bushes beneath the great oak.
Be quiet, please.
You know what? I am not seeing a sack. Boy. Okay, thanks for the gold. Did drop orders too. I picked up my reward and received my next contract. I have received my new orders from Lucien Lachance. I must kill every member of the Draconis family. Perennia Draconis, Matthias Draconis, Andreas Draconis, Sibylla Draconis, Kalia Draconis. I know the location of only the family matron, Perennia Draconis, who can be found on the farm known as Applewatch. I should head to Applewatch, find out as much information as I can on the locations of the other family members, and then systematically kill them all. I wonder what they did to tick someone off. Where's Applewatch Farm? Oh. I don't remember there being a farm there. It's kind of a weird place to have a farm, but it's snow up in that area by Bruma. Very cold. Alright, well, we're gonna go down to Fort Ontus, is it? Probably have to fight more Necromancers there. Alright, let's go. Oh. I can jump really high. There you are, Shadow Mirror. Mount up. I kind of envy you for being able to just conjure a horse wherever you want. I can conjure up a Daedra to help me fight. Alright, so is there a path? Well, there is. It goes out to this, and then it goes southwest. I don't think anybody lives there. Why? Oh, it was supposed to be a trader's house, but they may have abandoned it due to the Oblivion crisis. Is that boulder kind of floating? If somebody enchanted it. Odd.
When I was a kid, my friends called me Vilja the Stomper because I always made so much noise. Luckily, my sneaking skills have improved since then.
Yeah, well... Oh, look at this. Old Oblivion Gate. As I said, I wonder what that will look like in the future. Will it just fall apart and crumble and fall apart?
Am I supposed to be impressed?
What's that? Somebody fighting somewhere? Oh, is that this? Yeah, that's the Legion. No, that's the city guards. Probably the Coral? Why would they be out here? Well, why? You came across a Daedra, did you? Interesting. Dead ogre with arrows in it. Okay, so there are still Daedra about. I guess I should have thought that the ones that did cross over, because there were many gates that I didn't close. We was seeing them all over the place. That those Daedra probably stayed on this side. Well, maybe I will run into the occasional Daedra. Oh, just a little bit more. How close are we? Well, there's a path here. Guess I'll go to it. There's a bridge over there. No, I haven't been here. Weird. Kind of reminds me of what you would see in Morrowind. They had setups like this. In the less traveled places. Don't fall through. Old bridge. Rickety old bridge. I sense I'm close. How do we get up there, though? Might be easier if I go up without you. Shadowmere. Problem. Well, I can just portal to find him again. I don't want to hurt my horse. This is very steep. I'm wearing heavy armor. It's about the steepest I've ever had to try to ascend, actually. Wish I could teleport myself 200 yards that way. I don't know if I can make it. If I can't do it, I'm sure Shadowmere couldn't. Okay, well, let's try going around.
How are you today?
Just fine, Dervilia. Please mount up. Okay. There we go. There's really nothing out here, as far as I know. So, why would somebody build all this? Put a bridge and a path and a bridge there.
Strawberries.
Oh, I got up. It's got to be close by. Here it is. Blood soaks the earth here. I've arrived at Fort Ontis. I need to find Karanya and get the Necromancer's amulet from her. Necromancer's amulet. You know, these are really sounding like things that they would want. I would have just fortified it within the Arcane University. I don't even know how they would know it's all out here. Unless there's spies within the Mages Guild still. And that could easily be done. Man,
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Oh! I was not expecting that.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic...
I think we found a bandit. A very well-equipped one.
You don't scare me.
Hey, Shadowmere. Other than the arrow, you actually look in good health. A Daedric bow. Daedric boots. Ebony cuirass. Some call it cuirass, but I will not say that. Cuirass, and that's gonna stay the cuirass. Back in High Rock, some say cuirass. somebody else I know says Cuirass. Well, there's nothing up top. There's the entrance. Where did Shadowmere go? Oh, okay. This horse almost seems to know what I'm thinking and what I want.
This place is creepy.
Just like every other place we've been in, creepy. Okay, are you wanting to talk, or are you going to wait till I get close enough then attack me? Oh, you're
Hello.
a regular mage, are you?
If you're here to help, you'd best go see Karanya. She'll tell you what we need.
You know, I could walk by a whole bunch of these mages and it could be a trap. They're all actually necromancers, and I'm deep inside the place and they all attack me. Rip off their blue outer robes and they have the black one underneath. The red skull on it. Which actually I am starting to suspect could be the case.
It's you. Hi.
Hi.
We've been hard at work. Karanya is very determined. You should go talk to her.
On the other hand, Karanya could be a necromancer. That is a nice Daedric weapon you have there. This is a fairly large place.
You surely aren't that
What were you going to say?
talkative, are you?
I don't know what you said. I'm surely not that smart. Of course I am. I've already figured out what's probably going to happen to me. But fear not, I'm sure we'll be able to fight our way out of it. Did defeat Maroon's Dagon after all. How many times I have to say that?
There's a charge in the air. In casting some destruction spell? You'd better talk to Karanya before you do anything else.
Or on the other hand, just maybe, these are all legitimate mages, but I just don't think that they are.
If you're here to help, you'd best go see Karanya. She'll tell you what we need.
I don't know if this is the way to go. Well, at least on the way out I won't have to loot chests.
Hail.
Hail. Talk to Karanya, right? This is a very, very big place. Yes, yes, I'm
Hello.
looking for her. War Axe of Feeding. Huh. Oh, an absorb health enchantment on it. Oh, I guess I could take it. Well, on the other hand, I don't see zombies and everything already conjured up. Karanya. If these are legitimate mages trying to protect Karanya and the artifact she has, then there's a lot of them. I guess you could say it's well defended, but I just don't think that that's the case. I really do think that they are necromancers. I still am looking for improved versions of the equipment I'm using. What do I even have? Expert, Master Retort, everything else Expert. I need to find a Master Alembic, Calcinator, and Mortar and Pestle. And I've searched all of not Tamriel, but Cyrodiil, and I have yet to come across anything like that. Guess they're all Expert.
I'd kill for Suikol right now.
Well, wow. Wow, I just found one. A Master Calcinator. Wait, what happened? Wow. That's actually kind of amazing. So, I just improved it, and I haven't improved any of my equipment in months. So I'm halfway to getting all Master items. that her? Gate is opened elsewhere. Okay. Karanya? Are you a Karanya? That name sounds familiar to me. I don't know why. Oh, what Altmer names do start all sounding the same after a while, though. Okay, what is going on here? How come I can't open? Did maybe was I supposed to go a different route? Okay, well, let's go back. Maybe this is the way out or something. Let's find our way around the other side. I'm still not there yet, but they probably didn't want me to see this now, did they? Yes, it's guaranteed
I
now.
think my fighting skills have improved.
They are
since I was
necromancers.
here. Don't you think so too?
Alright, so...
Are they?
Yeah, we have to get up to the next section.
How goes it?
How goes it? Yeah, you're just my chums from Mage's Guild, right? Sure.
You're in good company, friend.
Alright, so if we go around this way,
Well,
that's the only other way to get there that I know of, and if I can't, there's no way to get to her from this way, then I don't know. I think this is the way.
You'd better talk to Karanya before you do anything else.
Yes, yes, yes. What kind of wine are you necromancers drinking these days? Seductive charm, huh? Just Sorelli Brothers wine. Well, I'm not going to say no to it. Alright, so I think, yeah, we found a way. And there she is. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.